But if the company has tried to evolve, the industry has tried to evolve, and listen, the writing's just on the wall. Number one, if you're an employee, get off that ship.
Hi, my name's Devon. Today I own several multi-million-dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. I'm Devon Dickinson, and today I want to talk to you about what to do if you're on a sinking ship in business. And I think this happens a lot. Sometimes people don't take the time to recognize that they're on a ship that's sinking. So I want to tell you a story about a good friend of mine to kind of set the table here so that we can kind of get our mindset right so you understand what I'm talking about. I have a friend, kind of an associate, and he's been in business about as long as I have. So he's been an entrepreneur himself around 30 some years. He's beat me by about 10 years. I've been an entrepreneur for around 20 years. But he started in the business machines sector, copiers, printers, stuff like that. And he had a very successful business about 15 years ago. And like I said, he's been doing this for around 30 years. So he actually started his company around 30 years ago. In the first 15 years of his business, it was wonderful. So, making money hand over fist, growing, very successful, had a great group of people, had a good staff, had some leaders within the organization. It was really kind of living the entrepreneurial dream. Well, around 15 years ago is when I got to know him. And this was right when the whole world started to shift and become very digitized. And so as you can imagine, now we're filming this in 2022 and you're thinking, what's a printer? What's a business machine? I don't even know what you're talking about. What's a copy machine? Well, I'm going to tell you, back 15 years ago, we all needed them, right? And it was kind of unheard of to not. But over the last 15 years, every year it's been a slow decline, right? People have gone paperless. There's been less and less need for printers, less and less need for copiers. And what used to be a thriving, competitive, exciting business slowly began to erode. And this was not like a ship that sank, overnight. This was a long, painful process of just every year making a little less, having a little less sales, getting a little less talent coming in the door, having product that just, wasn't really keeping up. And I watched him and I watched his business and I watched his attitude and everything within his organization slowly erode away. And it was sad. But, he and I had some real conversations about 10 years, right? Because 5 years into this, it became pretty evident that his industry as a whole was dissolving. And so by this time, he was, 40 some years old. He'd already run the company for 20 years. And he's like, D, I just don't know what to do. He's like, I'm a bit of an old dog. I don't really want to learn a new trick. I've actually saved, a decent amount of money. I'm pretty happy. The only thing that sucks is this company is just slowly going away. Each year it's getting less and less and less. So what should I do? Well, we explored options of selling it and he probably could have, and frankly, probably should have at that particular time. But for one reason or another, he decided not to do that. And what he decided to do was to ride the ship down. He didn't want to change industries, but he knew that eventually this ship was going to sink. And so he did what I thought was very intelligent. We talked about this and we kind of came up with a plan, which was like, listen, we're not going to reinvest in our business. What we're going to do is we're going to make it as profitable as we possibly can, minimize your sales and marketing, minimize anything that, isn't contributing directly to the bottom line, and just take as much money off the table as you can month over month, year after year. Now, I will also challenge him, hey, listen, is there something we can do to revolutionize? Can you evolve into something else? And honestly, I think that probably would have been the best situation if he had more energy and he was maybe at a point in his life where he wanted to take that on. But he decided that, that he was at a place in his life where that didn't make sense. So this is my challenge to you all, is to first off understand, are you on a sinking ship? Are you in an industry that's, kind of going away? If you are, or let me also tell you, are you on a company that's not evolving and a company that's actually not working and not succeeding? And if you are, you need to ask yourself a few things. Number one, is there anything that I can do to change the course of this direction? Can I plug the hole in the ship? Can I bring a new product? Can I revolutionize how we do our sales and marketing? Could I change to more of an e-commerce platform? Could I change, our go-to-market strategy? Should we scrap this product line and move to another product line? So the first thing that we should do is try to evolve, right? But if the company has tried to evolve, the industry has tried to evolve, and listen, the writing's just on the wall, this is going away. Well, number one, if you're an employee, get off that ship, right? Find another industry that you can utilize your skills in and still be fulfilled in, but get off that ship, because it's going to be a slow, painful sink to the bottom. If you're not an employee and you're the owner, well, like I said, you have to have that conversation that I did with my friend. Maybe you have it with some peers that you respect. Maybe you have it with you yourself in a mirror, right? But you have to have this very hard talk, which is like, where are you at in your life cycle? Where are you at in your energy and what you're trying to do? Is there anything that you can do right now to evolve your company in a manner so that you can take it on a different route with a different product, different offerings, different, like I said, go-to-market strategies? Is there anything that you can do to revolutionize your company to get it to change industries and change focuses? If you can't, or you don't have the energy, the next option is, can you sell? Is there anyone that would sell that you could sell this to? And you say, well, yeah, but geez, I'm not going to get a great price today. That's true. You're not going to get a great price today, but next year you're going to get a worse price. And 5 years later, you might get zero for it. I mean, you might be Blockbuster, right? And literally getting nothing. So the thing is, you got to realize the type of industry you're in, because I think Blockbuster is a great example, right? Like, if you're an employee and you're in marketing, do you want to work for Blockbuster? As soon as you see that you're on the Titanic, get off, because you don't want to be the leftover. You don't want to be the last person standing on the Titanic. Number one, it's going to be painful. Number two, people are going to look at you and go, if you're in marketing, aren't you smart enough to get off the Titanic? How did you not see this coming, right? So it's going to tarnish your reputation. But if you're the one who built Blockbuster, like I said, can you evolve it? Can you evolve it into Netflix? That would have been a great move, but they didn't, right? If you can't evolve it, understand, could I sell it? Well, we all know Blockbuster could have sold, but they didn't. That was painful. That was a bad decision as well. And so what they did is they rode it to the bottom of the ocean. Now, what they should do in a scenario like that, if you're in a situation where you literally have to ride this thing down to the bottom of the ocean, peel off as much money as you can, put it away, sock it away, and invest it, because that ship's sunk. I'm Devon, this is Whiteboard Entrepreneur. Hope this helps. Take a quick moment and hit that subscribe button for more content.